Hey, welcome back to the channel. I got a good video today. I just got offline talking to a new recruit who just graduated boot camp less than a month ago and answered some of the hot topic questions. Stay tuned for a good video. Make sure to like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into it. Semper Fi. Okay, we're back. And like I said, this new recruit that had graduated from Paris Island less than 30 days ago gave me some insight and gave me some answers of those hot topic questions that we've had. Is the intensity still there in 2024? How is receiving? What does swim qual look like? How about rifle qual, the gas chamber, the crucible, the infamous how many MREs do you get during the crucible? We're going to answer some of those questions. He says firsthand, this still goes on today. The intensity is still at a high level, high impact, and it's just absolutely phenomenal how they've kept all of the traditions and that intensity level to where, hey, that separates us in the Marine Corps, the few and the proud. So let's watch this. I'm going to go into it. I'm going to explain some things that he told me that people have been asking, been commenting down below. There's a lot of discussion going on, and we're going to get into it. But yes, here at San Diego, as you can tell, there's a female drill instructor. A lot of that, he says, he did not really see a lot of females in that integrating part of boot camp. Yes, he did. He saw some of them. Not a lot of it was co-ed, but that goes only for his company and his platoon. Here, receiving looks a little different. He says the intensity level is still the same. It is integrated with some female Marines. Here, as you can tell, the cell phones, you're not making that initial call. You're using your cell phones. You put them in a bucket, you put them in a bag, and you put them up through boot camp, and you'll see them at the end. Okay, and I did ask him about boxing and pugil sticks. As you can see here, man, they are intense. They're getting it. Hey, he even gave me a little bit tidbit. These drill instructors, oh man, hey, that it's still going on. You're still fighting. You're still learning how to get your hands dirty, nitty gritty, boxing, knocking each other out, getting that warrior mindset, that warrior spirit. So it's still there today. Don't let them fool you. And I said, hey man, are they still, those drill instructors feel like they're placing bets on recruits? He's like, oh yeah, man. He's like, I'm telling you, there's a lot of unchecked aggression. There's a lot of things that the guys just want to take it out on each other. Other platoons, drill instructors are setting up this type of training. Right there, dude, that guy knocked his headgear around, spun it around. This is what we want to see. And he said, man, don't pay attention to those videos online. He goes, the Marine Corps is still tough. They're still hard charging, and they're still warriors deep down. Okay, as you can see here, I asked him about the gas chamber. And yes, it's still intense. Yes, that room is filled with that CS gas in 2024, and they're making it impossible. They're still going through and teaching you how to don and clear that mask. But hey, if you didn't pass or you tried to escape that hatch, those drill instructors, he said that he saw a guy go through it 4 different times. 4 different times. Not that he failed, but because he just didn't do it right. Man, you can always count on this right here. Picking out the weak, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not paying attention, as you can see here, there's some co-ed training going on as well with some females and males. He said that his was all male. So, man, it's just awesome to see that they're still doing this type of training in 2024. It's just crazy. And also, during the Crucible, they sleep in a Quonset hut. There's no more shelter halves. There's no more bivouac sites. They're all kind of in a Quonset hut, spending the night using your ISO mat, your poncho liner, and all that type of stuff. So that's a little bit changed in 2024. I understand it, but they're grouped up by platoon. I did ask him the question. I said, be honest, how many MREs do you get during the Crucible? I said, I've had some conversations where some have said 2, some have said 5. And he said, honestly, he said, it's between 2 and 5, depending on your drill instructors. He said that the female recruits got 5, but depending, he saw some platoons get 4. His platoon, they got 2.5, just like we did, just like the normal food ration, but they would field ration them, field strip them, and they would only get that center part of those MREs that you needed for the caloric intake and the carbs and everything like that. No candy. But yeah, he said, man, I might have snuck in some Skittles in my cargo pocket and ate them the night before. I get it, brother. Semper Fi to you. But I said, hey, what's the hardest part? What is the hardest part that you can think about that you saw so many people drop out of? And I'm going to tell you, and you're going to be surprised of what that one obstacle during boot camp was, where he said he saw over 50% of his platoon fail this portion of boot camp. And I told you, do not sleep on this part of boot camp. And here we have it. The number one thing in training that dropped 50% of his platoon, didn't drop them, but they had to go to remedial training to even pass, was swim qual. Swim qual. He said that out of 80 members, only 42 passed on the first day. That is wild to me. But he said the hardest part was not any of this, what you see here, jumping off the tower, swimming. It's the treading water. It's learning how to tread water. And I've told y'all, be comfortable in the water. Marines are going to be in the water. And he said it. That is wild to me that to this day in 2024, swim qual is the hardest part right there. You're treading water. So don't sleep on it. If you're wondering what you need to work on, and if you're afraid of the water, get comfortable in the water, because this takes out nearly half a platoon on one day. This was one of the most fun parts of mine. Really enjoyed it. It's really cool. He did say, hey, man, I don't see how you guys did it back in the day, iron sights, 500 yards, because it's even tough with an ACOG. But we did it. We adapted. We overcome. But don't sleep on the rifle ranges as well. The inspections are coming back, and they're evaluating their drill instructors. So all this is coming to light. As you can see here, a female. He said he didn't have any of those during that Eagle Globe and Anchor ceremony. But here you can see a combined co-ed type of Eagle Globe and Anchor ceremony. It looks like they're fixing to get their EGAs, and they're fixing to warm up to, the monument, Iwo Jima monument. They're getting the speech, probably the company gunny or the first sergeant or sergeant major. But he said they still do that. They're still withholding all of those traditions, and they're still talking about the history. They're still talking about those Marines of the past and the present that have come before us and paved that way. But he said the physical training is still hardcore. He said, don't go and believe everything that you see online, because the Marine Corps is still withholding and setting that bar as far as physical fitness goes. He said they were still getting smoked. Those drill instructors were still pumping out. They're having a pull-up competition. They're having a push-up competition right here. That hits home to what he said, that, hey, we're trying to make Marines. We're forging new Marines, but yet we're using different techniques. He really liked that combat fitness test. He said, man, that is something that is really cool and really different, other than just running your regular PFT of, your push-ups and your pull-ups and your crunches and your planks and your 3-mile run. But that combat fitness test right here is what he really liked. He said, that's what Marines do. That's what I came to do. That's why I came to training, the O course and the rope course. He said, yes, you got to pay attention to technique and how you do things and really listen to what's going on here. There's the rope climb using that J hook. It's not all about upper body strength, but they're still doing this in boot camp. You see there, right? He thought he could do it all arm strength, but go back to your technique. And then after everything was done, I was like, hey, man, what about that infamous boot camp picture in your dress blues? I've got a little birdie in my ear chirping that said, hey, they're not even putting on the half Marine dress blues. You go in there and you just stand in front, and they take your picture and they Photoshop it on you. They Photoshop the blues on you. Now, he said in Parris Island, they are not doing that. That you're still wearing that half blues, you're standing in line in your skivvies, and you're getting that half dress blues, and you're taking a picture. But he also said they graduated in dress blue alphas. they all were issued dress blues at boot camp. You had one chance to get them sized just perfectly. But this is what this Marine graduated in. I remember graduating in Charlie's, dress blue Deltas, but I've never seen, I guess it's a newer thing where they're getting everyone to dress in dress blues and graduate in dress blues. And the female dress blues have changed. They're wearing trousers, but also they're not getting that national defense ribbon either. We're in a peacetime. We're still the tip of the spear in boot camp, the baseline we're setting at. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment down below if you have any other questions for him or for me that I can answer for you. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. I do appreciate all your support. Semper Fi, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, also, I want to take a quick second and talk about Waze energy drinks. Hey, they've got 2 new flavors. They've got cherry limeade and they've got a new peach flavor, which is supporting 5th Squad. They're supporting your local veterans. They're also supporting your local law enforcement. You're supporting your police. You're supporting your firefighters, and you're supporting those EMTs and emergency management people. Take some time, wazeenergy.com. Use code USMC99 for 10% off. Semper Fi.